What's going on, everybody? My name is Parker from Sungold Tattoo Barber. Today we're partnered with Live Bearded, and I'm going to be giving you guys 3 tips for the perfect beard trim every time. All right, guys. Tip number 1: be intentional with where you set the perimeter of the beard. The perimeter meaning both all at the top cheek line, the back, and also underneath the neck. Pushing this line down too much is going to turn it more into a chin strap. Pushing this line up too high underneath is going to take away from a lot of the density underneath the beard. And this back line, if you cut too far into this back line, it's going to totally change the shape of the beard. You're going to have a hard time getting it to look either round or square, whichever shape you prefer. So as I'm setting this line in, I'm just kind of looking right now to see where it's at. I prefer to keep it right above the Adam's apple. Also, the longer the beard, the less you can allow this line to come down. If it's a beard that's so long that covers all of this, my suggestion is just to leave it alone. The shorter the beard, the more clean you need to have it underneath. So there, I've got the back corner. Idea is to try to come straight down. If I was to cut too far into this, it's going to take away from that square shape. I prefer to keep this cheek line as high as possible. Of course, everybody has their preference. The further down you go with this, the more it's going to look kind of messy as it's growing out. So I try to do as little as possible. All right, guys, so there you have it. I've just set in my perimeter. The next step is always do your client a favor and fade in those sideburns. Even if you're doing a beard trim at home, you say you got a shaved head or you keep it real short on the sides, always take the extra little bit of time to fade in those sideburns. A good place to start, what I always do is I'll take all of the hair and kind of fold it down. And where the turn of the face is, right kind of at the bottom of the jaw, everything above that is fair game when it comes to fading in the sideburns. So don't be afraid to kind of work in between this area from the top of the ear down to the bottom of the ear. So before the trim, Justin and I discussed that he doesn't want to lose a whole lot of length. A little bit goes a long way when it comes to a beard trim. So I don't have to get rid of a lot of length in order to really clean it up and make it look good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the very front, and I'm going to kind of make my initial, again, perimeter trim. Anything that I see that's taking away from the shape, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of. All right, and then lastly, tip number 3, and this is mostly for you guys at home that are doing your own upkeep, but keep the hair around the mouth nice and trimmed. Lift up the hair at the mustache and clean up the hairs directly at the lip line. I'm going to go through with my straight razor now and enhance that perimeter line on the upper cheek and on the sides. So that concludes the beard trim. As a bonus tip for you guys, something that I can always recommend, whether you're a barber or you're doing it at home, use your hands to check the length. It's good. It's going to be your best tool. So what I'm doing now at the end of the beard trim, I'm just grabbing the lengths and I'm pulling all this hair out. Chances are that there's going to be one that was kind of curled up or rolled up underneath. And what I can do just as a little final touch, come back through with my shears and just take off those hairs that sit a little bit lower. All right, guys, there you have it. Those are my 3 tips. Make sure you follow along for more.